Plumber here. Hey, we're on scene today. We did a little field trip and we're at Nature's Pure Essentials Grow Facility in the nice, beautiful state of Michigan. We're getting ready to do a tour here to take a look, see how things are growing. This is a greenhouse facility, 3 greenhouses capable of holding somewhere around 600 plants each. So we're gonna go take a look at it, show you the high points of it, show you the low points, and you guys can make your decisions about medical marijuana. This is pure Nature's Essential. They welcome their doors for us, good friend of ours, boating friend of ours. So he's gonna take us around, show us what's going on. This here eventually is gonna be the drying room. I don't know much about this stuff, but we're gonna check out. Come on along, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Follow us.
This is the ready room. So nothing, just all the product that gets trimmed and ready to sell, it goes in here. The testers come and take it a little bit, they go test it. If it's good, we ship it out. You know, it's gotta pass all the testing. All the electricity, there's nothing here. CT panels. Oh, there's more in the greenhouses. This is just for this building. 1,600 amps. So we buy bugs to put in the greenhouse. Good bugs that eat the bad bugs.
Oh, okay.
You know, predatory mice they call them. Yeah, here's our water room, our watering nutrients. Pure water, RO. We do about 4,000 gallons a day.
Wow.
All right, Charlie. Here you go. Step on the pad. Step on the pad.
What is this, Cal?
Leave there. There's water on the inside, trickling down.
Okay.
If it's too high, it's coming out. It's some careful here. Through the water is cool. It doesn't require air conditioning.
So this is the air conditioning system for the greenhouse. Gets too hot in the greenhouse, there's a switch, sucks in cool air from out here into the greenhouse and cools everything down. Pretty cool. Oh, by the way, got me some extra small scrubs to fit.
So we did it this way because the state requires anything over 12,000 square feet of space has to have fire suppression system. And a fire suppression system, you probably know, a couple $100,000 for this facility.
Oh, yeah.
So we built them separated. The greenhouse is 41.6 wide, so there's a 41.6 gap here. When we have enough money for the sprinkler system, we just put a roof into those. And cement it.
And another
So
greenhouse.
less.
And you've created a pond out back for your irrigation, or for your sprinkler.
And all the sand we needed for here. Instead of buying sand, we just dug up the pond. Plus, we need the pond anyway for the fire suppression system.
Right.
So I'm not sure if you guys heard that. They've dug a pond out back for the sand for around the greenhouse. It also covers the irrigation system, fire suppression system for the greenhouses. So these guys are thinking. They're not your everyday old Joe Schmo dope smokers. So here's that evaporation cooling system. If you look up top, you can see the water up there. Inside this greenhouse is how warm right now?
Probably 78.
78 degrees. So if you feel this system here, it has considerably gotten about 10 degrees cooler. Cool as heck. It looks almost like a cardboard. So what's the lighting?
The lighting is on supplemental. If we don't have enough light, they set the parameter. We need so many parts.
Okay.
And there's not enough, the lights come on.
Okay.
There's a 10 limits on it. Like, so it starts at 30%, then 35, 40, up to 100.
Okay.
You might not need it. They might be on, but not at 100%. They might be on at 60 or
All right.
So on a sunny day, they should lights it off a little bit, depending on how bright the sun is and clouds.
So with that sun, we're making sun here with these lights. Basically, if it's not sunny enough outside, the lights come on and create that sun so that the solar in the greenhouses will actually make all this stuff grow the way they're supposed to. And we're obviously in the second greenhouse, and these plants are growing.
The DNA is exactly the same. Whatever you take out of this plant, it's the same DNA. If I take your fingers out on me, can't handle it.
So what's the pads on there, Cal?
These right here,
Yeah.
that's the predatory mites.
Okay.
Microscopic.
Okay.
If there's anything on here, they'll eat it.
Okay.
Oh, those little things that were in the refrigerator?
Yeah, stuff in the fridge. We have all kind of good bugs that eat bad bugs.
So
If
now,
those bugs eat meat, the bugs we're trying to kill eat leaf. And we don't want them to eat leaf.
so then,
So they have little packets of mites that actually kill the bad bugs. These mites actually eat meat, and the bad bugs eat leaves. So they've got little bags hanging so that it can attack any of the little bad bugs inside here. There's a lot to this stuff, guys. Now, Boss Man was also telling me about the curtains. There's curtains inside this greenhouse to close down the light in here. So they only get a certain amount of light per day, and then these curtains are automatic. They close this thing down. It's so dark in here, you can't see the front of your face. These have been pruned?
Yeah, prune and top. When we top the bud, the top of it,
Yeah.
that one branch will become 2.
Okay.
And then we top that, it'll become 4. And then we do it like 4 or 5 times.
You were telling me that the curtains come on at a certain time and they close this place off. So it
Correct.
gets dark out in here. 18 hours. Do we get 18 hours of sunlight?
Not today. Today's 12 hours and 3 minutes.
Okay.
That's why we have the supplemental lights.
So we have 12 hours and 3 minutes of sunlight today. That's it. And then we close this place down so it gets dark in here. All these plants are tagged with a yellow tag that states that they're for medical use. We'll talk about the medical use a little bit later because I did do some research. We'll tell you what they use this stuff for. Now inside this greenhouse it's gotten hot, and away from that evaporator it's probably a temperature of about, I'm going to guess 75 or 80 right now, probably closer to 80. It's gotten considerably warmer in here.
Always 3, one left, one right, one center. You take out the center, and turn it into 2. And I cut those 2, those turn into 2, and so on.
These will turn to 2 and these will catch up to it.
Okay.
Now we're going to slow down for 4 days. They're not going to grow very good. But the bottoms keep growing.
So they're telling us that as these plants grow, basically they grow in 3s at the tops, like 3 limbs, 3 leaves, and they don't want them to grow too high, guys. Giant plants are not good. They like to keep these short, so they actually pick the top leaf and they break that off so that the rest of the plants grow so they're nice and equal all the way around. So when they put them next to each other, they're all in the same size. It's amazing. Some of these plants had some yellow tips on their leaves, which meant too much nutrients. So now they back it down. You know what big dreams mean? Big dreams mean big boats. Yeah, big boat.
That's not on video, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
hell yeah.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
He's going to go home and edit all that stuff.
You better edit that shit.
This is number 3.
Right.
So this is the 3rd greenhouse. Basically, they got to put the panels on, put the roof on, get their heat on, but I'll tell you what, you see the amount of equipment in here and the amount of cost that you have associated. I mean, you guys all been to Sam's Club. You know how much these racks are. He's got a lot of racks here. They've got insulation going up the wall. A lot of thoughts going into this stuff.
We found this used in Ohio. They go for like 5-6 grand new.
Okay.
We went and got this from Ohio hoping it would work, and it did. $500. So we put our soils in here. We've got like 2 types of soils we mix together.
Yeah.
Like 3-part mix. We dump the 3-part mix in here, mixes it, and then dump it out of there. It goes in here. Yeah, it took us those 600 plants from the one.
So this here is a chute. They mix their soils together in this big turbine, per se. You can see up inside there, got a big wheel. Goes down into the chute and then up into the catcher. So you got to chute. These are all technical terms, by the way. And then it goes into a big pot here. They grab the soil out, they throw it in their pots, bada boom, bada bing. We start putting vegetables in there.
Woo! You got smell of everything on that thing?
Oh yeah.
They're much bigger from the top down.
So what is this, an automatic feeder?
Yeah, we mix in the tank.
Yep, and then an automatic
Send it over to
Wow. So your brother...
So you got an automatic feeder to feed these plants the way they're supposed to be. So you've got this trellis. As these things get heavy, obviously you don't want them to tip over and break because that's money that got broken. We got them all the way across. You would never think of the whole fertilizer system inside the plant. You've got 4 rods sticking in each plant to get the proper amount of fertilizer nutrients to make these things grow. Pretty cool. And again, we're at the beginning, standing next to the evaporator. It is nice and cool right here. Each one of these rows of tables have a notepad in front of it. Basically tells you what they've done. They've pruned it. They've removed some moldy bugs. There's a lot to this stuff. I am amazed. I have been amazed in the stories that we've talked about, but this is pretty friggin' cool. These tables all roll side to side on a set of wheels. They roll so that you can get down through the middle of there. They were saying that when you look at these leaves, as they get a frosty color on there, they take them leaves off and they send them to an oil place and they extract the oils out of there for different edibles and whatever. That's 578 plants, guys, and they are ready for harvest in 2 weeks. So here's your curtain closer. Look at that thing that slides all the way down, shuts these curtains.
We got some rooting already.
Oh, okay.
Once all these start rooting, you see a lot of roots.
Right, right.
Once they all root, we'll put them all in bigger pots and then they grow faster.
And that's where you start out with your 600 or whatever you're planting.
There's like 700 now.
Right.
Whatever doesn't make it, we throw it away.
Okay.
And then these go into 1 gallon pots, then the 7s, and then in the flower room. So from here to finish, at least 4 months, 4 to 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah, so it takes a minute.
Okay guys, so we just did the tour of Nature's Pure Essential. That was amazing. I've known the owner of the company for probably 15 years. We are boaters together on Lake St. Clair, but I questioned the owner for a while on that, just because I am simply amazed at how much money can be made. And I know certain people are not for the medical marijuana or the marijuana. It's a double-edged sword. There's lots of things to think about. Go on the internet. Few things that medical marijuana helps out the people. Alzheimer's disease, appetite loss, cancer, Crohn's disease, multiple sclerosis, eating disorders, mental health conditions, post-traumatic stress disorder, and another one I can't pronounce. But I'll tell you what, guys, whether you like it or whether you don't like it, it's here to stay. You want to get people like Nature's Pure Essential that can give you the best quality of, let's call it medicine, or you call it wherever you want. I'll tell you what, I'm for medical marijuana myself. This young man that I know, this street that he's on, the whole street has got medical grow facilities. There's a market for it, guys. It's here to stay. Thanks for everyone stopping back by the channel. Don't forget, Charlie the Plumber, one of the few things in life you get for free. We'll talk to you soon. Why do I got this finger thing going? Put the finger away. It's time to quit using the finger.